My name is Robert Platts, and this is my SMART Goal Report. The financial goal I decided to choose was personal finance, and the goal itself was to start a savings account and to start saving for my future. I would like to have a little bit more financial and personal independence within the next 2 years, if possible. But yeah, that's one of the main reasons why I chose the personal finance as my goal, or as my SMART goal. The measurement column. At the beginning of the year, I said I was going to stop spending as much and keep any cash I got and put part of my check off to the side in my savings. And I did end up following through with that. Any bit of tip money or just money I'd get on the side, I've been keeping and putting up, and I've been putting, I would say, around 60 to 70% of my check into savings. And I get paid bi-weekly at my job, so every 2 weeks I get paid. But yeah, I would say I did follow through with that pretty on the dot. And then the attainable and achievable column. At the beginning of the year, I said I do not really have much stuff I need to buy, and I don't need to buy stuff. I don't really have an issue with not buying stuff. And if it did become that much of an issue, I could always go to a financial advisor for help, although that could possibly cost a little money. But also my dad has experience in finances. Also, his girlfriend is experienced in finances. And for my resources, actually, I asked my dad what he recommended to open a savings account in, and he recommended his girlfriend's bank, which is Wells Fargo. So I decided to open a savings account there. And one of the benefits, I believe, is within 6 months or so, if they deem it, they will allow me to get a credit card, which then would allow me to start building up credit, which I could possibly use to, if it gets good enough, to get a loan in the future for any financial investment, like financial investment such as like a small business or buying a house one day, which is a big goal of mine. Another resource that I started to use was budgeting, because I realized it was very helpful, and it helped me, really get an understanding on how much I had and how much I could spend. Another resource I started doing was, just keeping a closer eye on my account. At the end of the month, I would go and look at my statements to see if I was spending too much that month, or if I was spending enough, an okay amount of money, and if I could spend that much next month. But those are most of the resources that I used. And then for the time column, difficulties and solutions. At the beginning of the year, I said I do enjoy spending money, like I feel everyone does, and I do buy stuff that really sometimes isn't too necessary. And I also do enjoy eating out a good bit. But at the beginning of the year, I did say I would stop doing that, which I did follow through on. I've been only buying really essential stuff, nothing for myself like goodies or anything. And as for eating out, I've started to go to the grocery store and buy groceries. I've noticed it's cheaper when I'll give myself a budget for the week, and most of the time it lasts me the week, maybe even a week and a half, which is, I believe it's somewhere around $30 cheaper like a week, I calculated. But yeah, that's one of the difficulties and solutions I've found. Another difficulty I found was just being financially incompetent. I'm not very competent with finances. I don't know much about it. So I've been trying to research into it a little bit more, look into stuff. That's how I found out, budgeting and keeping track of your bank statements. So that's one thing I've been trying to do, is become a little bit more financially competent. And I was lacking a budget, was one of the difficulties, but I did start the budget, which really did help. But for difficulties and solutions, I would say that's about it, and I feel like I followed through on what I said in the beginning of the year. But for my summary, I believe I was able to achieve my goal of not only opening a savings account, but I've been able to save up a good bit of money in it. And I believe if I keep up on this track, I will be able to get more financially and personally independent within the next 2 to 3 years, which is my big goal. But I appreciate you listening, and thank you.